On to the next chapter. Birds dying from brain hemorrhage. Summary. Initial reports indicate that birds are perishing from sudden massive brain hemorrhaging. As one scientist has said, for some reason, their brains are simply dissolving. Huh? What do you mean? Wait. Okay, so there's a bird down here? Why would you put a bird down here? Oh, there you are. Is there another train coming? I have no idea, but I don't want to find out by just standing on the track. What the hell is that? Can I move this? No? Okay. What the hell was a little dude who just went crawling down the hallway? Wait, what the hell is that thing? No, 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 no. No. What the hell was that? No. What do you mean I'm fighting Spider-Man? Hang on. What the hell was that? I don't know about all of you, but I did not appreciate that. I did not need to see a man rip something out of the ceiling and just come crawling across pipes at me. That was not kosher. I didn't need that in my life. I didn't need that. Hopefully everyone's doing well. I'm not, after seeing all that, but hey, it is what it is. What do you mean that there's a little crackhead Spider-Man crawling across the ceiling? How do you even do that? How do you even do that? I don't know how you did that. I don't know how you did that. I didn't appreciate it. What? Oh, okay, thankfully they just go down one taser. Okay. Whew. Sir? You need to not. You need to leave, sir. You need to go away. You need to not be here, sir. No. Okay, here we go. The horror game starts now, ladies and gentlemen. I thought it started in the subway, however, it starts now. Okay. Oh. There's two! Oh. 2 for 1. Not bad. It's a BOGO special. $1 shot a piece. Go away. How many more? How many more? How many more? There's one up there. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? The real spooky starts here, apparently. Would you just get down here? I was not prepared for this. I don't like crackhead Spider-Man, but goodbye. Goodbye. Oh. I don't know if I took him out or not. It doesn't seem like it. Okay, he's still up there. Would you just get down here? I see you, sir. I see you. I see you, sir. He's not coming down. I'm never gonna leave. Goodbye. Oh. That one did not have any eyepieces. Oh, wait, there they are. There they are. I was about to say, that one didn't have any eyes about it. They have to have eyes about them. Alright. Goodbye. That's a problem for me. I wasn't prepared for this. I was not prepared for this. I will say, I do appreciate the fact that the taser just immediately takes him out. That part to me is very... No! Well, alright, goodbye. Now all I can do to stop that one. Oh, those are my footsteps. Okay. Oh, I don't like that. The sound design's already gonna be used against me, I can tell it. I can tell it's gonna be used against me. I can hear, like, the footsteps in water. So I'm just waiting to hear, like through the water chasing me while crawling. I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that. I'm doing a preemptive posture check. Getting dialed in here. Getting dialed in. There it is. Okay. That's a shovel. That's what we've been so desperately craving. We managed to find a shovel. That's good. That's good for us. Okay. Alright, here we go. Wait, what do you mean I slow down when I'm sprinting? How the hell does that work? Huh? Well, alright, Thomas, come on. There you go. Alright. Oh, man. Gotta get back there. There's a shotgun in there. How do I get back there? How do I make that happen? We'll find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. And I will it. So there's a way that I will make it happen. There we go. Go through the door, Thomas. Alright. Okay. Whew. Continues the trend of mid to late aughts having a sewer section, and the sewer section sucks. Like it's just terrible. But hey, okay, hey, maybe this is where we need to go. No. Alrighty, let's go. What? What? Homest. Is that from me just walking on the planks? Okay, I think it is. Okay. Oh. I was not digging that for a second. It sounded like somebody was coming up behind me up there. I was not appreciating that. Nope. Nope, no way, no how. Absolutely not. What's this? Rebar concrete. Hey, this is a new weapon. I like that. I like that for us. That's a problem. Like, so I'm trying to understand where these trains are going to come from, you know what I mean? Thought that would be a weapon. Not gonna lie, I thought that would genuinely be a weapon. Are we chilling? Are we chilling? Oh! Electrified puddles? Really? That hit's going on the concrete? I don't agree with that one, but alright. That doesn't feel like it should have hit me. That doesn't feel like it should have hit me. The sparks weren't even close to me. But we're here now, so it is what it is. Search subway car for clues? Not right away. Not right away. Sledgehammer? Okay. I think that's where the TV is. That TV that we saw with the shotgun, I'm willing to bet it's back there. So we need to find a sledgehammer first And then we will have our answer. Oh, okay, I can't open that either. Great. Awesome. Cool. Good for me. I didn't want to anyway. I was joking. I'm gonna get jumped when I go in here, aren't I?
We're connected, Thomas. Transfer data when ready.
I don't even know what I'm looking for, Rosa. Hang on. Is that a bird? No. There you go. What was that?
Give me a sec. I can't get a
Rosa!
prints. Too smudged. Get a sample, though. He's scared and sweating like a horse.
Rosa, the door is closed to the trains,
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Initiating a DNA profile of the sample. This will take a while. Can you keep yourself busy until then?
I can try. Hey, wait! Damn it. Sir? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Wait, what the? Yo, he's fighting crackheads out there. Yo, they beating his ass! Oh, never mind. Hang on, he's winning. Wait, never mind. Hang on, he's winning. Wait, ma'am, excuse me. I'm winning now. Okay, I was like, where did he go? Where did he go? There's no way a man of that stature just disappeared. Oh god, dude. I was like, there's no way. There's no way he just disappeared like that. How's that feel? I'm nuts. Well, get over here. Okay, don't come over here. Just let my taser recharge that. Dumbass. Come on. Stay out of the way. Like, what? What was this man's what was his plan? What was... wait. How did... Huh? Oh, that's a problem. Oh. That's... that. Oh. Oh, no. That's a problem for us. Which means that he had this place on surveillance lockdown up until he got out of here. He had this place locked down.
Received. It's a train schedule, but there's some shadows. Running it through graphics enhancement.
This is his rat hole, all right. It has to be. I found it.
Oh, really? I was gonna say.
Bastard travels light, doesn't he? Keep looking around. He's gotta have more than a locker to play with.
Rosa, he had a
Once I
TV.
clean up this image.
Kick out wall fan and climb through. No! What? No! Alright, let's go. This feels like a mistake. What exploded to my right? It's not that I disagree with you. It's just that I don't think you're correct. Okay. Damn it. I guess we're going into the basement of the subway. 'Cause that's a good plan, Thomas. I guess. Sure. Oh, no. Here we go. Find the valve and turn off the steam. Okay. I guarantee we're gonna get jumped by somebody here. Now that we have the axe, I guarantee they're gonna start throwing enemies at us here. Because they gave us the health kit. Hey, Rosa.
Thomas speaking.
Document is a standard city-issue train.
I'm just gonna get in the healing closet.
Pressure has been applied from a stylus highlighting 2 scheduled routes, both originating from Central Metro Station. Route 16 to Burnside, departing 5:10, 7:30, 9:30 a.m.
We're just gonna block the door.
Route 66B leads to Briar, departs 9:30 a.m. and midnight.
This is his hub, so he goes to both locations regularly.
I've also determined DNA from the sweat sample in the train matches DNA from the cigarette butt. 99.8%.
Nicely done, Rosa.
The guy you're following is the guy who killed the 2 policemen.
The
I'm
matchmaker.
aware. I saw him shoot
I
them.
think so. Something's still not adding up.
Are we chilling? Oh, they could have just opened the door on the way out. They could have just pulled it open. I didn't. I account for that being an option. And I counted that every door in this city had 2. Oh, get out of here. Goodbye. Another one? No, lady. She's my lady. How did that not take you out? There we go. How did the first one not take her out with the taser? Is she on super crack? Is she on that good crack that lets you stop 2 shotgun shells? Is that what she's on? Is she on the super crack? Me talking to my 15-year-old kid. Are you on the super crack? I'm not making fun of like adolescents at risk. Oh, sawed-off shotgun. It sounds like every 90s like parent. Oh, she's 1000% on the super crack Pablo Escobar bundle. Oh no, she bought the first day edition. No, how'd she get that? Man, I couldn't get the first day edition. I went on the Pablo Escobar bundle. Hang on, how'd she do that? Crunch. It was like caving that man's cavity, landing on him, like his chest cavity. That's fine. What? Somebody's above me. Okay. I want to be on Pablo Escobar bundle. Wait. Am I okay? First edition crack made by Senor Escobar himself. Delivered by himself too. Dude, that's crazy. Same. Oh, please stop shooting me! Yeah, you feel like a dumbass now, don't you? Alright, 7 bullets. I will say, I do kind of like that there's a realistic ammunition system, where if I forced him to fire off all 7 shots before I collected the gun from him, the gun would be empty. Like, if he has, let's just say as an NPC entity, he loads in with an 8-shot gun, and he has 8 shots in the gun itself. If I force him to fire off all 8 shots, when I kill him, that gun is then empty when I pick it up. It doesn't just come with like, oh, here's 3, like, pity bullets. That doesn't exist. If you're not keeping track of ammo counts, whether it's for enemies or yourself, then it's held against you. Which I think is pretty dope. I think that's pretty dope. I don't think it's dope that I cannot put 45 ammo in another 45. I don't think that's cool, but you know, wins and losses. W's and L's. Is this a 2x4 with nails? Yeah. There's no way it's not. Gas pipe, steam pipe, that's fine. Well, alright. The suspect's trail has gone cold. Yeah, we're in the subway. What do you expect? Search lower train tunnels for any information he may have left behind. Maybe that he's not here. Have you considered the fact that he left? I don't want to go down there. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'll do it because I have to, but not because I want to. Like, that's what I'm saying. I want to go down there. No! I just ate that pipe to the face. That doesn't sound good out of context. Wait. I'm regretting saying that one. I'm regretting saying that one. Hang on. I honestly thought a shot to the chest would just take him out. Kind of bummed out that it didn't. That means my taser does more damage than the handgun. Alright, we're fine. We're chilling. We're chilling. Like I said, this game be- Oh, hello there. Hello. My dead birds, where are you? You're over there, I see you. I see you. I have made eye contact. Hang on, bird, I'm coming! Wait a second. Chillin'. We're chillin'! Maybe we're not... Maybe less chilling. Less chilling, extra filling. Nice. He's on the super crack. You wanna know how I know he's on the super? Ugh! That's good stuff right there. Oh yeah, that's some good stuff right there. Sending a man to the moon with a taser? That's like good stuff. Letting him know that I'm in control? T1. Sir? How the hell did you just do that? How did you just eat a headshot? I no longer have 2 bullets to make this work. We head back down. Because that sledgehammer is doing crazy damage. Now, where'd they go? I didn't think this through. One was over there. Okay, I just saw him dashing over the right. One's over here to the left. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? Because he's like, oh, there they are. Okay, that works. That works. That works. I got 2 of them in front of me. I don't know how this one ate 2 pistol rounds to the back of the head, by the way. I don't know what he's on. I don't know what variant of super crack he's on, but hey. Get out the way. Alright, where'd the other one go? Where'd the other one go? Dude, I need first aid kids so badly. Okay. Ooh. Nicely done, everyone. Nicely done. Nicely done. That was about as clean as it could have gone, I say. About as clean as it could have went. Especially for how much they were just kind of like jumping around. That was, okay, now I know where we are. I know where we are. Good to know. Good to know, good to go. That's what I always say. Good to know, good to go. I mean, you know, you know how it is, you know how it is, you know how it is. Bird? Bird. Bird. I'm so glad they gave me a shovel after the other guy tried to attack me with a shovel. I don't like this. Why did you immediately give me this? Oh shit! Holy god, dude. What do you mean she's hiding in the closet? What do you mean? What do you mean? What was that? What do you mean? What the hell was that? I hated that. I hated that so much. I hated that so much. What the hell was that? I hated that. Please. No. I'm not playing this game anymore. I am not having a good time. What the hell was that? Oh my god, dude. She popped out of that closet like nothing. Where did she come from, man? Goodbye. Right. Okay. Be still, my heart. Be still. Holy shit. I didn't realize that every closet was now a place of contention. Oh. God, what the hell was that? Oh, hey, we're above where we fought the 2 firemen. Shovel. What's that? I heard somebody talking, but what the hell was that? Jesus. Oh, man. Oh. Oh, hell. Whew. That scared the living hell out of me. Holy shit, dude. Oh. Like, my toes went numb when that happened. I've never had my toes go numb in a horror game. I've never had that happen. Oh, no. Uh-oh. It's fine. It's fine, I guess. Wait. Wait. Increase steam pressure to rep pipe clearing path beyond the gate. Okay. Hang on, I have to slowly walk up the stairs. Okay. 1, 2 steam valves open. Okay, I can make this happen. It's not too hard. Especially when the enemies die with 1 taser. Like, that's pretty dope. I'm into that. I'm into that idea. You want to give me 1-tap enemies? I'm into that idea. I'm not into... Oh, hello. No, no, God, the crackheads, they're here. It's fine. I got both of them, it's fine. This crack house is a crack home for Martin Crackhorn. Martin Van Horn, Martin Crackhorn, I think. I don't know, what's his name? I forgot. Did the door open? The door opened, nice. There wasn't really a satisfying explosion sound, so I didn't know. But hey, it's open. Let's go. Alright, we're full health. Good to know, good to know, good to know. Honestly, every time I see a health kit, I just kind of spam E. Just to be like, you know, overly cautious. Safe. Oh, this feels like a mistake. Everything about this feels like a mistake. I'm gonna get hit by a train. I just am. I'm gonna get hit by a train. There's no way. There's literally 0 shot that I don't get hit by a train. There is a non-zero chance that a train comes through this track, and I have no idea how to dodge it. There's a non-zero chance. I'm just gonna quickly like, hide it here just in case. I think we're safe. Like, the reason I say that that one was effective is because there was no build-up to it. That one had nothing special about the closet. I open the one behind me, I get a health kit. I open the other one, I'm like, oh, there's going to be a useful item in here, like whether it's another weapon, whether it's ammo, whether it's another health kit, I don't know. But instead, when I open it, it's just the girl from The Ring. She's just there, standing there, menacingly. I didn't appreciate that. I didn't need that in my life, but however, it now exists. It exists forever. I'll never forget it. I'm never going to forget that one. I'm just not. Like, make her spawn point between those two different closets different every time you hit new game. That's the most effective way to use something like that. The reason I say that is, if I go into it knowing, okay, she's always going to be in the one in front of me when I go down the stairs, I'll dodge her the rest of the game. However, if you put her in the one where I got the health kit the first time, that now means that whether it's the one in front of me or the one behind me, I am no longer safe. And I like that. Oh, that's a problem and a half for me! What? Could you guys shoot the fireman? Instead of me? How many bullets do you have? You gotta be out by now, right? Uh-oh. I have exactly one bullet. Great. Oh, that's a problem for me. This is a problem for me and a half. Oh, he's out of ammo too, though. He's out of ammo too. You see that? You see how he's out of ammo? I was gonna say, okay, you should have a stair climbing animation as well, my friend. Okay, now where'd you go? Where are you going? There we go. Nicely done. Nicely done. We don't have to be a better shot than them. We just have to know how to waste our ammo better than them. That's how this works. Yeah, okay, this is empty as well. That's fine. Oh. Dude. They're starting to get to the point where they start to give the enemies more guns. I don't know if I like my enemies having guns, I'm gonna be honest. That to me, that's no bueno. I don't like enemies in horror games having guns. At least not from the outside. Like, so, okay. I should specify, because I enjoy Fear. I think Fear is one of the better horror games ever made. And some people are going to be like, dude, your horror opinions are invalid. I would argue with this. The reason I say that is the entire time you're introduced to the fact that they are military clones. They are clone soldiers, not Star Wars, legally distinct. They're not clone troopers, they're clone soldiers. And they're all trying to use a psychic super soldier program, which I think is dope. I think that's pretty sick. But investigate area for clues. I guess if you're not going to give me a choice, I will. But the neat thing about it is they introduce the idea that the enemies that you're fighting are just like clones. And so the enemies have guns from the beginning. I don't appreciate halfway through horror games where they just start giving enemies guns. That doesn't feel like a worthwhile design to me. It makes me go, oh damn, everyone can just have a gun now.
Yeah, I haven't seen one of these number 8 cars in years.
Get a close-up of the red circled area. It's hard to see.
Okay, well, Rosa. There you go.
The circled part, red ballpoint pen, highlights a sealing compartment in the car. Thomas, they generally seal the doors of these suckers shut when they go out of commission.
Okay.
A crowbar might work best. Try the car's tool cabinet under the frame. Once inside the car, find that compartment.
So, Rose, the neat thing about this, however, is the fact that the firemen want me to die? I don't know if you're familiar with that concept, Rosa, but oh! I see. There's a drill press. Oh. Okay.
Ready.
Hang on here, Rosa. Hang on. Here you go, Rosa. Check this out.
Dust on the end of the crowbar is a common plaster mix. Pigmentation particles mixed in with the dust are of a solid.
Rosa, I'm trying to check things out.
Department store dummies?
Oh,
Got
no.
it.
Okay. 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 I'm alright. I hate dolls. I have ever since I was growing up. My sister used to have those, like, glass eye, like, Victorian era dolls. And I could have, and I could be wrong with this. I could be wrong with this. I could be wrong. But I want to say, one of the times we had turned the doll to face away from her bed when we were growing up as, like, really young kids. And this is going to sound so made up and so fake, because how many times online have you heard this story, right? How many times online have you heard this story? But we turned the dolls away from her bed, so they were facing the corner of her room. They were standing on like a 4-foot high dresser, so they stood probably an additional, or this one stood additional like 1.5 above that, if that. So probably like, it was probably like 5 feet in height in total. Which at the time was taller than me. I was a very short youngin'. But so we faced this old Victorian era doll away from the door, away from her bed when she would go to bed at night. Because she didn't want to see it. She didn't want to wake up in the middle of the night and see it. Which, like, fair. I wouldn't either. I think dolls are the absolute worst thing you could have in your room at night. But she had this Victorian era, like, glass-eyed doll. And, she would sleep with it in her room every night. Not like she would have it in the bed with her, but she would have it in the room with her. She wouldn't take it out of the room as we were growing up. And so she would have it on this like white dresser, white kind of like passed down second-hand dresser that we had. And well, we would face it away from the door, away from her bed. My bedroom was across the hallway from hers, so like it wasn't like I was sleeping in the same room. I was across the hallway. And one of the nights, I intentionally turned it away from the door, away from her bed, forced it to look into the corner. Like, you could not see it. It was not facing the door, even if you wanted it to be that way, right? And, well, when I did that, the next morning when I woke up, the next morning when she woke up, she was like, when I went to bed last night, my doll was facing the corner of the room. And I was like, yeah. She comes out of her room the next morning and she goes, it's not facing me. I was like, what are you talking about? She goes, yeah, no, it was facing me when I woke up this morning. And I was like, there's no way. Did you mess with it? Have you touched it since you got up? And she's like, no. I was like, okay, did mom or dad touch it? And she's like, no. And I'm like, okay. Because I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to believe it at all. I was like, there's no way. I don't want to believe this. You're telling us stinky. You're making stories up. I don't want to believe this. So I went into her room. And when I walked into the room, sure as shit, I crossed the door threshold. That doll was staring at me from the doorway.
Department store?
And it wasn't even like it was like a, oh, I woke up and it was like kind of adjusted to face back towards the door. It was like the doll was positioned in a way
Makes sense
that it was facing the bed,
a good source of mannequin parts. But then what's all this here?
so you like
An
walked into a
outpost,
room, her
second
bed
shop?
was probably like
I should probably go
a
down there.
foot in front of you.
Yeah, just don't get
And so,
carried
like,
away.
if it was facing the foot of her bed like she described it, it would be, like, facing, like, let's say this is her bed here, her door is here, and her dresser's back here where the camera is. It'd be facing like that. Like, at an angle to face her. Oh.
Metro Station daily runs are now beginning for Tuesday. Route 6 to 12th Avenue, Route 9 to
Like, it was facing the foot of her bed like this, right? When I walk into the door, it's facing this way towards me.
Thomas,
And I was like,
to Burnside.
what do you mean?
You directly to the department store.
She's like, it was facing my bed. And I'm like, this is facing me. I was like, it's facing the door of your room. And she walked into her room and she's like, there's no way. She's like, there's no way it's facing the door. She walks in, sees it, and we both just go, oh, this doll gotta go. This doll gotta go. We are not dealing with this in the house right now. And yeah, so I don't believe in ghosts. I don't really believe in haunted objects or anything like that. It's fun when we play like Phasmophobia, kind of like go, ooh, it's a neat idea. I don't discredit and think that people who do believe in it feel one way or another about it. But it was off. It was so off. It was one of those situations where you could argue maybe it looked like somebody tried to stage it, but it didn't look staged. Like, you know how when something looks staged, it looks slightly intentionally off? Like, this was, don't get up, I saw you move. It was like one of those situations where you open the door, you walk in the room, and it was facing you. Like, it was laser locked on the door. There's somebody behind me, I heard that. Damn! But there, I don't know, dude. I don't know if that doll was haunted. I don't know if it wasn't. But I hated it. Ever since I saw that, and she was like, no, I never touched that doll. And I've talked to her a few times throughout the years. I'm like, did you move that doll? I need to know. Did you move it? Like, did you move it and you were just playing a prank? And she's like, no. I have never touched that doll. I would occasionally turn away myself so that I wouldn't have to, like, look at it at night. I've never seen it face back to the door when I woke up. And I was like, that's a problem. I hate that. And, well, I don't think she still has the doll anymore. So, but it was bad. It was so bad, dude. I hated it. I hated it. I was probably like 5, 6 years old when she had that thing. I still remember it clear as day. I still remember seeing that little doll facing the door staring at me when I walked in. I've never forgotten it. And, we almost died there, but it's fine. But it was bad. It was so bad. Ever since then, if someone's like, hey, there's a Victorian era doll, like, you should come check this out, I'm just like, nah, bro. Take a picture. I don't want to see it. I won't go near it. I legitimately will not go near a Victorian era doll. If someone's like, hey, you should come check this out, and they pull up a Victorian era doll, I'm leaving. I want nothing to do with them. I don't trust them. There's something about them that I'm like, this doesn't make sense. I don't like it. I don't like you. Let me know if you feel if I've ever experienced anything like that, because I sure as hell have, and I hate it every second. I really have. So we're going back to where we started, basically. It was bad, dude. It was so bad. Ever since then, I think Until Dawn had I think Until Dawn had Victorian era dolls in it. And I was fine up until they showed them. I did not pass through the door. I opened a locker.